It's primarily about spiritual deliverance from sin, its consequences, like death, and achieving eternal life or liberation, often through faith, redemption, and spiritual practices.
Yeah, that's ultimately, that's the salvation that we really seeking for. We not gonna die no more. Because we done been saved a couple times. Joshua, he went to war. King David went to war. King Solomon had 40 years of peace. Hey, Moses, he brought us out of the land of Egypt. We've been saved a couple times. But the ultimate salvation we want is to never die again. To have our own land permanently. To get those promises that Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob were promised. That's the ultimate salvation. We're not looking to leave America, go to the next country, and fall away again. That's not what we're looking for no more. We're looking for eternal salvation. Grab that.
This is the book of Amos, chapter 5, and starting at verse 18. It says, "Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. To what end is it for you? The day of the Lord is darkness and not light."
Yeah, y'all niggas desire the day of the Lord, but y'all don't know what's coming. Again, like I said, we went into salvation. We got some people thinking they saved right now. What is you saved from? You at the crib with your feet kicked up on your ottoman, watching the NFL Sunday night football game after serving cheese and rice. What was you saved from? You ain't went through, Jacob's trouble ain't happened yet. Revelation 6 and 6, that ain't in full effect yet. There's certain scriptures that have not hit home yet. What are you saved from? Yahushua ain't cracked them clouds. The missiles ain't hit the sky yet. What were you saved from? And y'all desire the day of the Lord. You know why? Because they think the day of the Lord is a day where, when the Lord comes back, our arms are going to be thrown back and we're going to slowly raise into the sky on a blue beam of light. That's what they think. They think it's going to be a sweet day. But you don't know what the day of the Lord is. The believers is going to be here in the day of the Lord. We're going to be saved from it, but you going to be here while everything going through it.
Yep. This is the book of Zephaniah, chapter 1 and verse 14. The great day of the Lord Yahweh is near. It is near, and hasteth greatly. Even the voice of the day of the Lord Yahweh, the mighty man, shall cry there bitterly.
You see, in the like the brother's going into, man, that day is not going to be all peaches and cream, man. They think that JC's gonna come out of the sky, with a big ass rainbow. You know what I'm saying? Some sissies on one side. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, angels with little baby angels on the other side. You know what I'm saying? Passing out lollipops, man. But that day is going to come upon these people unawares, and when Yahushua makes a return, man, there's going to be a lot of bloodshed, man. Like it says in Isaiah 66, the slain of the Lord shall be many, man. Keep going on that, right?
Zephaniah 1 and verse 15, it says that that day is a day of wrath.
Break it down, man.
It says, you talking to me? It says that day is a day of wrath.
Grab the word, you got a few letters?
Yeah.
Grab the word wrath. Because that day, a specific time period, not literally a 24-hour time period, but a specific time period, it's going to be a day of wrath. You know, y'all niggas know wrath don't mean something good. Go ahead, you got it.
It says, the word for wrath, Strong's H5678. It says outpouring, overflow, access, fury, wrath, arrogance, access, outburst, overflowing rage or fury.
Overflowing rage. That day, the Lord holding back right now. Scripture talk about how because judgment has not been done expediently, but when He let it all loose, niggas gonna be, why me, Lord? What's going on? Well, He gonna let it all go at once.
The scripture says that every man shall be rewarded according to his works.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, a lot of people some people gonna have it a lot harder than others, man.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Where in Jacob's trouble, you might get your arm and one leg cut off, man. And the Lord still gonna have you living, man. You know what I'm saying? You still gonna have to survive and go through the tribulation and trials while you're in that condition, man. You know? You got it, Doc.
Verse 15 from the top. This is the book of Zephaniah, chapter 1 and verse 15. That day is a day of wrath, a day of trouble and distress, a day of wasteness and desolation, a day of darkness.
Desolation means it's nothing left. Desolation is a fucking desert. It's empty. It's void of life. It's nothing. It's literally void. You got it.
A day of desolation, a day of darkness and gloominess.
A day of darkness and gloominess. You know, you rather, when it's the summertime, you rather the sun be out, 80 degrees. You know, you got the bikinis, it's a good old time, the beach balls in the sky. A day of gloominess and darkness, that the fucking city is empty. It's no understanding. It's depression going on. It's darkness, it's empty, it's an evil feeling in the air. It's not good. Got it.
A day of clouds and thick darkness. Verse 16.
Hey, and it says that the same thing in Joel. It was that Joel the 2nd chapter about before it was the Garden of Eden. You got that out?
Yeah, I was.
Yeah, you grab that Joel too. You can finish your point out, but you can hold that and then you can let the brother break it down.
We're in verse 16.
No,
Wait for him.
No, you got it. Let the Pasha.
Verse 16. A day of the trumpet and alarm against the 5 cities.
Yeah, because what is a trumpet? A trumpet is an instrument, but in the ancient world, it wasn't just something you danced to. When you heard that trumpet, hey, them walls might come down. The trumpet was a sign, a certain tune was played, and that means it was wartime. When you heard that trumpet, it made me think of the movie Mulan. When that goddamn drum got the beating, and they made that certain sound, that means it's not a good time. Even in modern day terms, a trumpet would be like when you hear the tornado, what's that sound? It's a sound that comes from the sirens. When you hear that shit, you wondering, is it a test or is it real?
That's the tornado siren.
Yep, the tornado siren. Because you're wondering, is it just a test or is it real? Because if it's real, it's danger at your front door. It's already here. You either prepared or you're not. Same way with the trumpet in the H1. When you heard that trumpet, hey, it's 10,000 troops outside. And if they get in this war, they're going to pillage this. They're going to take your gold. They're going to ravish your women. It's going to be a terrible day for you. Got it.
10 cities. Let me start from the top. This is the book of Zephaniah 1 and 16. A day of the trumpet and alarm against the 5 cities and against the high towers. And I will bring distress upon men that they shall walk like blind men because they have sinned against the Lord.
Yeah, it said them fenced cities, well-protected cities, they're going to have men walking as blind men. They're not going to have no understanding. They're going to be, your top elite niggas today, I got this course for $38 on Instagram. I show you how to make $10,000, nigga. I got all the plans. You don't need church. You don't need the Lord. I'm going to show you everything. That day, they gonna be on the fucking sidewalk with the homeless man. That $10,000 is gonna be turning to marbles and the kids gonna play with it.
Yep.
It's gonna be no understanding. Well, yeah, this breakdown I used to have, it doesn't really work anymore because the stoplights don't work. People don't buy cars anymore. There's a universal currency. So they're gonna be walking as blind. A blind man don't understand too much. He hear a voice, he react to it, and that's it. That's how they gonna be. You're gonna hear a goddamn roach. It's gonna be so quiet in this place, you're gonna hear a roach skirtling across the concrete.
Sin against the Lord.
Hey, if I can say out, because hey, that's what the elder in Kansas City, he did a lesson about the EMP attacks.
Yeah.
And especially going back to the plagues before that was sent from Egypt, about the darkness that covered the land. That you can stick your hand out, you couldn't even see where your hand was at. You know what I'm saying? So these things are coming back to Babylon the Great, and it tells you that. And what's that? Wisdom of Solomon about the strange apparitions, man. Yep. All right. You want to say something about it?
No, I was saying you're right. That's actual factual information, and that's why the Lord saying nothing new under the sun.
Yep.
See, He's gonna bring the plagues of Egypt back to what? Egypt. This place is spiritually Sodom and Egypt, and it's got all the ancient spirits back here for what? For judgment. And so what we're doing is we're blowing a trumpet and we're warning the people about the day of the Lord. And the day of the Lord is going to come as a thief in the night. A lot of you are getting ready for the holidays and not understanding. You just create more iniquity for yourself. You see?
The scripture says that the Lord requires that which is past.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So everything has to take place again, man. We're in ancient Egypt 2.0, ancient Babylon 2.0.
Rome 2.0.
Yeah, exactly, man.
All of it.
It's all wrapped up in
there
one.
It is,
hey, that's why they call it. I was just about to say that. That's why they call it the melting pot, bro.
Yeah.
Real talk.
And it says that in Habakkuk that he gathered to him all people.
Yup.
You know what I'm saying? This is exactly what Esau wants, man. You know what I'm saying? But ultimately, their idea of a new world is going to utterly crash, man. You know. But keep going. It's a good topic right here.
Sin against the Lord, and their blood shall be poured out as dust, and their flesh as the dung.
Yeah, y'all gonna be a piece of shit. All that, everybody that went against the Lord, whether you was a 2/3, whether you was a fucking Assyrian, you came over here for a better life for your family, but guess what? You went against the Lord. That's all y'all did by clicking up with Babylon the Great, which is the United States, the modern day name, which you got Babylon the Great, the daughter of Babylon, Mystery Babylon. All of that is just the United States of America.
Yeah.
Y'all came over here to join hand in hand with the so-called white man, which is the Edomite voice of the Bible. Y'all, by joining up with him, you went against the Lord. And that's why the scriptures say your flesh will be poured out as dung. You know what a dung beetle is? A beetle that collects shit. Dung is shit. Everybody walking past shit and be like, that shit stink. Nobody's collecting shit. It's shit. It's the bottom of the bottom. That's what y'all gonna be like in that day.
Neither it says Zephaniah 1:18. Neither their silver nor their gold shall be able to deliver them in the day of the Lord's wrath, but the whole land.
Read it back.
Zephaniah 1:18 from the top. Neither shall their silver nor their gold. Yeah.
Stop at the compass.
Ain't no comment here. I'm gonna read it from the top again because I see why it sounds confusing. It says neither their silver nor their gold shall be able to deliver them in
Right
the
there.
day.
Yeah, scriptures talk about how what do riches profit a man in the day of the Lord. You can't, I'm roughly paraphrasing it, but you can't offer the Lord, I got these 5 gold coins, please just have mercy on me. Lord, I got 60 talents of silver. Please, Lord, I'll give up all my money. Hey, the Lord don't need your money. What can you offer the Lord outside of your time, your life, and your sacrifice? That's the only thing the Lord wants from us, our sacrifice. That silver and gold, that shit is valuable to men, not the Lord. The Lord control the silver and gold that fucking get mined. That's not valuable to him. The Lord can turn a fucking... Nigga, hurry up. The Lord could turn a fucking whole building to gold. He got the power like that. So what is your gold and silver gonna do? Nothing. It's not gonna deliver you. You got it.
Neither their silver nor their gold shall be able to deliver them in the day of the Lord's wrath, but the whole land shall be devoured by the fire of his jealousy.
Yeah, the fire of jealousy, these fucking ICBMs and who knows what type of fucking weapons they got at this point. All we know is 200 million warheads is gonna pellet this motherfucker. It's gonna rain down on this place. It might be, it's gonna be hydrogen bombs. It's gonna be ICBMs. It's gonna be all type of weapons of mass destructions that's gonna hit this place and melt this place. That's what the fire is gonna rain on this place. Where you stepping and walking right now, where you go to work, where you drive to go on a date, where you drive to go do folly, where you drive to go do wickedness, that same land is going to be burnt up and turned to a desert. And burned for a very long time.
For he shall make even a speedy riddance of all them that dwell in the land.
A speedy riddance. Now, it's not going to take 2 hours. It's not going to take 10 hours. The scriptures talk about how that Babylon was destroyed in 1 hour. That's what the scriptures, thus saith the scriptures. In 1 hour, Babylon had fallen. 60 minutes. That's it. When the first missile hit New York, the last missile gonna hit California, it's gonna be a 60-minute interval, a 1 hour period. That's how long it's gonna take. It took y'all niggas 252nd year. Yep. That's how long it took you to build it up. Hey, the Lord said, though they shall build, I shall throw down. The same way it took y'all forever to build this place up. The Lord said, in the blink of an eye, it's gonna be gone. Your way of life is gonna be gone. America is gonna be gone. American lifestyle, the Western lifestyle, I ain't gonna say medicine, I don't want to get flagged. But Western lifestyle is gonna be gone within the blink of an eye. The trade market is gonna crash. Bitcoin gonna be gone. Yo, everything that a nigga think about in America is gonna be gone within an hour.
I got you.
Go ahead.
This is Revelation, chapter 18
That was the last verse.
and verse 9.
I'm back.
And the kings of the earth who have committed fornication and lived deliciously with her shall bewail her and lament for her when they shall see the smoke of her burning, standing afar off for the fear of her torment, saying, Alas, alas, that great city.
Hey, y'all, I'm move these back.
Yeah,
I don't want nobody walking
Oh,
behind.
okay. Bring back the title.
Revelation chapter 18 and 9 again. And the kings of the earth.
Yeah, the kings of the earth. Yo, when you go to these summit meetings, you got the king of China, you got the
Yeah,
king of
yeah,
Japan,
man.
which they not called kings no more. They call presidents. They call they got different titles.
Prime Minister.
Yep, prime ministers, presidents, and so forth. That's what the kings of the earth represent. You got them, like I said, you got these summit meetings. Look around. Those the faces. You got these certain. Look at Trump. He meet up with certain country leaders. All right, those are your kings of the earth.
It says,
Hey, and you know what's funny about these summit meetings? They all yes men. You know what I'm saying? Because why? Because ultimately they fear the whore that you know what I'm saying that's sitting on the beast, man. You know what I'm saying? Because when you do the history, even in the scriptures it says that in Revelation 13 that he made fire come down from heaven and decided the nations. So automatically they put the fear in these nations. So now when you go to these summit meetings, all they do is bow to the U.S. You know what I'm saying? Because why? Because they know that it tells you that the nations spent 1 hour with the beast. You know what I'm saying? Because they're partaker of the benefits of the position that Esau Edom is in. All right. So what's happening is everybody's falling in line to Esau Edom, man.
Yep.
You know, there is no dialogue or back and forth or throwing ideas. Whatever America say, everybody falls in line with it, man.
There ain't no critical thinking skills being used.
Yep.
When America step up and they say, yeah, man, fuck the ocean pollution, what we need to work on is the trade system. The whole time, your country goddamn swarming in ocean pollution. Ain't no trade going on because your country, the ocean covered in trash.
Yep.
But you can't speak up because you know what? They'll bomb your shit. At least right now, as far as them being in power, they'll say, well, you got problems with the ocean, now you got problems on the land too, nigga. Boom. You'll wake up the next day and all you hear is boom.
Yep.
This nigga, he the hammer of the earth.
Hey, your leader get assassinated.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Then America put a puppet into you know, a yes man into the office. You know what I'm saying? That's how America gets down, man.
shit, in spirit, that's what DJ Trump is. Because if you pay attention to his politics and what he promoted during his run for the presidency, it's the total opposite of what he's doing.
Yeah.
It's like the polar opposite. Okay? So that lets you know he wasn't doing this for the so-called American people. He was running for the people that's over here to implement the NOO, the MOTB, and every other wicked act that you can think of that's going to befall this place, which is why we need a savior. You see? It says,
Yeah, I was gonna say, even with Trump, he that's why we believe he's the cruel king in the scriptures, because he not really like when you look at Trump, this nigga was in movies, he was on magazines, he never really was a president type of person. He's a businessman.
Yeah, politician.
A politician. Perfect word. This nigga will close his whole company down and get rid of 6,000 jobs so he can save his fucking 1 or 2 billion.
yup.
That's why we said this nigga cruel as fuck. That's what a fucking, he not a leader, he a boss. That's what bosses do. I gotta keep my bank account in check. Nigga, you'll be alright. You used to being poor. You look at us like ants. When you step on an ant, you don't think twice about his life.
Okay.
That's how this nigga is cruel like that. The same niggas that voted for him, he said, "Thank you, you Mexicans. Now get the fuck out of here."
Hey, not only is he's also an entertainer, man. You know what I'm saying? A crooked entertainer. You know, he had the TV show. What was that? Your Fire. I forgot what that shit.
That nigga bought the one nigga. He bought the car. He said, "My kids." He said, "I'll buy them too."
I was just about to mention that.
Yep.
That's what he's been doing. They introduced him that way He's been grooming the public. First, they made you believe when Ross Perot ran for president years ago that America needs a businessman. Then they introduced Trump on TV and made him that businessman, gave you that image in your head. So people was glad to vote for him and put him in this position.
Yeah, you had a hell of rap songs about him.
Huh.
Pretty sure they got the song Up Like Donald Trump. It was the 2010s. That nigga, he was that nigga.
Right.
They had him in a good light. We got a hand warmer now. We can get back to that.
Revelation chapter 18 and verse 9 again. And the kings of the earth who committed fornication.
Fornication, which is it basically goes into adultery. But what they did was it's spiritual with them because they didn't literally come over here and sleep with the kings and queens. No, but they laid in bed symbolically. They teamed up with them. Anything they wanted, they gave. Anything they needed, they did. They basically laid in bed with America.
Yeah, they drunk that wine.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
they gave into it. Hey, like I always bring it out when you look at Japan. Japan in the 1850s, even the 1900s, these niggas had a different attire. They had swords on them. They had a completely different culture. You look at them now, them niggas got rainbow hair. They got a McDonald's. Them niggas have been Americanized, and they ain't even in America.
That's what I'm gonna say. You know when a country has been sleeping with the poor, because you will see a fucking McDonald's there, or KFC, all right, or you'll see something that's an abominable that you know typically they would not allow in their country. You see, that's why another part of that wine is the rainbow community. You see. Remember when Kamala Harris went over to some of those so-called African nations pushing that shit, trying to say, hey, we'll pay you, okay, to allow these people in your country to be able to participate in that and live without fear. And they sent that bitch home packing. Like, no, we're not dealing with that. You see? Because some countries are still holding fast, to whatever their culture is. But at the end of the day, that's an example of how the wine of Babylon is being sent around the world, or an example of spiritual fornication.
It's a get down and lay down mindset with Babylon.
Right.
You had, I think it was in Kenya. It was a West African country. They basically they made being a mole illegal, and America put sanctions on them.
Yeah.
So it's one of those things where it's like it seems sweet dealing with America, because we're gonna make a bunch of money, but nigga, you gotta get down with what we own. Not we per se, but the country itself. You gotta get down with the country on. Our rules is now your rules. You have now been made what's the word? A vassal state in so many words.
Yep.
What we pass, you better be applying that shit in your country. And that's what they don't tell you. When you look at this scripture, you will look at it, you'll just think, oh, they teamed up. No, they are one with this nigga. Like, they have completely submitted.
And the difference with this is that they give the illusion that they will be a vassal state. Because when we go to the definition of a vassal state, all you have to do is pay tribute, and you're still allowed to keep your laws, your traditions, and customs. It's like Judea was a vassal state to the Roman Empire. We were able to still, do sacrifices in the temple, and things like that until the temple was sacked. You know what I'm saying? So these nations are allowed to do what they want only to a degree. But then they force it. Hey, you got to do this. You got to let people be moles. So you got to let people, things like that. So it's conditions with that being a vassal state. And
then after a generation or two, everybody freaks and shit and weirdos.
That's
now.
why they attack the kids.
Yep.
That's what they do.
I got that. Oh, Salaki. I was just about to get that definition of vassal state.
Yeah, you got it.
This is the definition of a vassal state according to Google. It says a vassal state is a nation that is technically independent but submits to the authority of a more powerful state, an overlord or suzerain. I don't know what that means. It says owing it loyalty and often military support or tribute in exchange for protection while retaining some internal self-governance.
And see that's why a lot of these states, these countries fall in line, because ultimately, like we were going into, how about the ancient Roman Empire? The ancient Roman Empire's military was unlike anything the world had ever seen. And now the revival of the Roman Empire is the same thing right now, man. The American military is unlike any other military that the world has ever seen, man. You know?
It's not a keeper at home.
Yep, exactly.
This nigga spread, he got an embassy in every country.
Yep.
He got an embassy in countries that hate him. You know how I was at the movie Hotel Rwanda? All that fucking turmoil was going on because of the Edomites. Other Edomites came in and said, hey, we're gonna bring peace. Niggas ain't bring no peace. They brought even them being there brought even more destruction and a death and hell followed them. But it just show you this nigga, he fit the description of an Edomite in the scriptures. Everything we bringing out is showing you all this death and destruction. This come from following this devil. This come from following the so-called white man. Yeah, you get an 80,000 fucking Rubicon car. Yeah, you get a brand new Honda Accord. But then you gotta sit in a fucking furnace like Isaiah 4. What is Isaiah? Is it 4? They shall burn as an oven.
Malachi.
Yeah, Malachi. That's what it's. Malachi 4:1. You gotta go through that shit. This nigga has sold you a dream. This ultimately we going into. All this shit sound good until you gotta pay that tab.
Says, and live deliciously with her.
Oh, like I said, y'all niggas had a good old time. In the 1950s, the 60s, the 70s, the 80s, every decade of a different country, they had a good old fucking time. Oh man, they said it's so much shit these countries benefit from until it turned around and now it's time to pay your taxes. We pay taxes, but these other countries, they got unpaid tabs. And when you owe America money, they don't want the money, they want your country. Well, give us your next generation of kids. Well, give us this certain amount of land. We want to put our troops right here. We want to walk around and apply our law. Fuck your culture. You live great. It said live deliciously. Hey, you ate off of us. We sent our troops. Fucking the Vietnamese war, even though America had nothing to do with that, they was there. They said, hey man, we helped y'all fight that shit. Now y'all niggas gotta pay tribute. And then we know y'all ain't got no more army, so it's a yes or yes answer. Who the fuck gonna fight back? All your men are dead. It's nothing but women and kids left. Bitch can't think for herself. For real. They probably was like, yes, we'll put on the 3-piece suit and go to work for 10 hours, even though we used to being at home all fucking day long. Oh, next 20 years later, next generation, America took it over.
And it's a trade-off because now what does America do? They put jobs in those, they outsource the jobs. Yep. You know what I'm saying, for cheaper labor, and it's big bucks to these other nations. You know what I'm saying, but it's put into the dollar to the elites. You know what I'm saying, of America. So what happens is that now everything that makes America run is being put off onto the other nations, man. And now the American people are hurting now, man.
I went through that in a job. We basically made valves and shit. It was heavy. It was like different types of steels and heavy metals and shit. And I was working at a job, and a certain Edomite walked through. This nigga had that walk like he'll fire your ass. You know that type of Edomite. That nigga don't look in your eyes. He just say, "What's that right there?" But you standing all you know. This nigga was an Edomite, and they said, "Be careful around him." The last job, the last area, he sent the whole steel type area across seas. And when I asked, I said, "Why do they say? You see that piece of metal? They sell that for $50,000. Over there, it costs $10,000 to make and ship all together. They make $40,000 on this one valve.
Ooh.
My job was to grab 12 of those a day. And that's that nigga sent that shit over. I said, well, what about them in the back? It was all Edomites in the back. Them niggas like, this our job. They was scared, like, I make $35 an hour. If you take this away from me, I'm gonna make what the niggas make. $17.50. Yes, that shit is that it hit home when you see it. When you live these scriptures, it hit home.
It says, shall bewail her and lament for her when they shall see the smoke of her burning.
They gonna be crying and sighing.
Yep.
The other nations, they gonna be sad. America destroyed. What are we gonna do for money now? I just told you, other nations, this where all they work coming from. This how they making their money. They don't fucking, bro. When you go to India, 1 billion people, half of their work come from this place. What they gonna do when this place is destroyed in 1 hour? What they gonna do when the fish gates is closed? What they gonna do when this place don't exist no more? Get in chains. because that's the only option. It ain't gonna be no more work. It's gonna be a recession on the world when this place get destroyed until we get empowered. You got it.
It says,
Hey, and that's why the brothers read now Revelation 18 that they're going to be wail,
Yeah.
you know, and lament. You know what I'm saying? Because ultimately this is a cash cow for the entire world, man.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Oh, they got corner stores here. Them niggas come here on the
Yeah,
visa.
yep.
Yeah, that's
They-
why Trump making them visas 100,000.
Yeah.
Hey, that shit wild. It's gonna force them to flee into their own land.
Yeah,
like
yep.
Trump said.
Yep.
Either that or they're gonna pay it.
Yeah, right, right,
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
If you know how to get a tax write off,
Right.
7 years
7
to
years,
tax write off. Wow.
yep. You got it, huh?
it says, verse 10, standing afar for the fear of her torment, saying, Alas, alas, that great city Babylon, that mighty city, for in 1 hour is thy judgment come.
Now, we was talking about that the whole time. That 1 hour, a
That's the
60
point right
minute
there.
interval. It took y'all niggas we've been here for 252 years since it's been established as the United States of America. And in 1 hour, this bitch gonna be destroyed. 249. From New York City, from New York, all the way to Stockton, California. In 1 hour, that bitch gonna be wiped out. It's gonna be like the movie Terminator. The wall of fire just it's gonna Bucka walk. Well, that nigga got his Instagram, Mr. Walk Down. Hey, this is gonna be Mr. Walk Down, and that day right across this bitch.
Hey, and that's why it says, alas, alas. The nation can look like, look. Nobody's gonna pretend, because Babylon has been a golden cup in the Lord's hand. That when this place finally gets taken down, the nation's gonna be like, damn, what power has done that?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Then they're gonna see our big brother come out the sky, and they say, oh, it's damn, this is what they was talking about. This is what his elect was waiting for. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think about here in Cleveland, it was a fire in Canada, a forest fire, and the fucking sky was red and everything was smoky here. What more when this whole country gets turned into a bonfire? People gonna see smoke on the side. Where the fuck is this smoke coming from? Oh yeah, that's America, but that bitch been burning for about 20 years now. Goddamn, for a long time. That shit been burning. Mexico, that shit gonna be, bro. It's gonna be a fucking cloud over the world. This place gonna burn up. It's gonna be seen. Every eye shall see. And this place gonna be made of fuck. The judge giving nigga 50 years. The Lord finna get this place a long ass burning. The Lord gonna make an example out of this place.
Hey, we still talk about Sodom and Gomorrah,
Yeah.
and the desolation that place is now, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So this is gonna be Sodom and Gomorrah was a prerequisite, like it says in Jude. You know that was used for the example of those that lived ungodly, man. And this is an ungodly and unfaithful generation that we're living in, man. All right, because of the teachings of Esau, Edom. You got it, man. Hey, you wanna grab that Joel too? Come on.
Isaiah 13 and verse 19. And Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees, excellency, shall be as when God overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. Right, so modern day Babylon, you know what I'm saying? You know, which is America. You know what I'm saying? Because the scripture tell you in Revelation, they also call this place Sodom and Egypt. It's gonna be a Sodom and Gomorrah. What did the Lord do to Sodom and Gomorrah? He destroyed that whole place, man, because for the wickedness that they was doing. When you go into that word Sodom, it means like homosexual acts.
Yeah, burning.
Yeah, that's what it is going to, burning. Yep.
That's
Verse 20.
how the Lord's gonna turn this place into. He says that He's gonna make it desolate. When you look up the word desolate, it means utterly empty. It's not gonna be one human being here that's roaming this place. All right, there gonna be one lone wolf Edomite.
Yeah,
trying to fight back.
Around and shit.
No, it ain't gonna be none of that, man.
The last, remember the last samurai, fucking Edomite playing the last samurai? There ain't gonna be no last Edomite walking around and, now he's gonna bring his nation back. No, man. We're gonna find that last Edomite. He's gonna be divided asunder, man. And then thrown into the pit, man.
Isaiah 13 and 19. And Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the
Glory of kingdoms. This the niggas come across 6,000 miles of ocean and come here to live their best life here. The glory niggas see these, they see shit like this, they got a fucking TP hood in their country. They come here and see a lot like this, like, oh, like coming to America. That nigga was amazed. I don't want Lisa. I want Lisa. That shit was, bro, that nigga was amazed at all this shit. That was a fucking KFC he was in. The food came in 5 minutes. We had to catch our shit. That nigga, bro, this shit is amazing to niggas. A pot belly? You mean the sandwich come in 5 minutes? 5 minutes? they be amazed at that shit.
5 minutes, bro. Everything, 5 minutes. Can't cook chicken in 5 minutes.
Hell no.
It'll show you that you eating some bullshit. You don't know the fuck.
I can't believe it's not butter. It's poison, nigga.
Hey, whatever it is, it's ready in 5 minutes too.
The Lord's gonna take away this conveniency, man. All right? He's gonna remove this from society, and you people are gonna resort to breaking and entering, man.
Yeah.
All right? And that hasn't come into full effect yet, man. Right? Because when that shit happens, that's when martial law comes into play, man. Forgot about martial law, man. All right? That's very important in prophecy. All right? Because that's when you know that the system is on the way. Okay, the system is about to be implemented, man. Okay, right. I was looking at Common Sense show, but I forgot the nickname. Yeah. You know, he's talking about how the U.S. government, when they switch over to this digital currency, they're not only gonna control the United States of America, but they're gonna control the whole planet Earth, man. You got something called stable coins, tether coins, all these fucking type of coins, man. Showing you that this system is about to be implemented, all right? You got all these government officials, they invested in it. So what does that mean? Where's the system going? All right, it's obviously more digital, all right? We're waiting on that to happen. We know that when that MOTV hits, all right, that's when the Lord's coming back to redeem that land.
Isaiah chapter 14 and verse 23. I will also make it a possession for the bittern and the pools of water, and I will sweep it with the besom of destruction, said the Lord of hosts. And the besom of destruction is a nuclear detonation. When that bomb detonates before it hit, or once it hit, it's a sweeping agent. And that's how you know ain't nothing gonna be able to stand. If you see the way a nuclear bomb detonates, it brings this strong, hot wind, and it melts and blows. So you see buildings and shit being eradicated. You know, cars and shit being melted. That's what the Lord says is going to happen to America, man. We don't say these things and take it lightly neither. We're out here warning the people. We're out here to let you know, like, this is really going to happen here.
We in the cold, so we ain't gotta be out here in the heat.
Shit. But I do want to make a point because you got Venezuela. You know, Venezuela is backed by BRICS, right? Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, man. So you got America waging war. So-called cartel, but it's really just a plan to take the oil from that place, man.
In the spirit, like, you can see Donald Trump waging war against the Israelites. You see, at the end of the day. And then what the Lord do, he put the spirit on Trump to get over there, get his troops over there. And hey, World War III is literally happening before our eyes. Because if Donald Trump was going to make a move, he would have done it already, but now he's being politically correct about it because he see Venezuela got the backing of Russia now. So he can't just go in there without some consequences. So it ain't gonna be easy like they did when they went into the other countries, you know, in the past, you know, Iraq, you know, et cetera, you know. And we already know it's never about bringing democracy or the people. It's always about the resources of that land.
Yeah, the scriptures say his words are smooth as butter. The war was in his heart.
Right.
Every time this nigga comes to where we had some twin towers. They went down, and next thing you know, they on the other side of the world. So we gotta bring peace he got identity theft. This nigga got 10 different passports. He all around the world. Well, this is our reason for being here. We have a defense plan. Nigga, I got a defense plan. I've never defended my home on another block. That's called being on the offense. You on the attack. The defense plan would have been knock some shit out the sky. Nigga, you shoot some shit through the sky. This nigga, he got war in his heart. He's selling you a dream. He's selling you the American dream outside of America. He's telling you, yeah, we gotta go to Venezuela. We gotta go here. We gotta go to Taiwan to take these chips from China. Nigga, what the fuck them chips gotta do with this minimum wage and this inflation back at home? Why y'all keep saying 200 million here, 200 million? This nigga the devil. This nigga won't even have no mercy on his own people. Live more for us.
And that's why he the hammer of the whole earth.
Yeah.
That's a great description of him.
All these fucking Edomites the same, bro. This the nigga that work at your job. If that nigga had Donald Trump job, he'd be doing Donald Trump job. If that nigga had the power like Donald Trump, he'd be just like Donald Trump. That nigga just gotta sit in your face and smile so he act different. Let one of these Edomites come into power, nigga, the prices of life will still go up.
Hey, well, that's ultimately what he's doing is fulfilling his blessing.
Yeah.
You know, the Lord didn't give him the blessing of being on the defense. You know what I'm saying? And running. You know, the Lord gave him the blessing of the sword and the fatness of the earth and the dew of heaven. So,
Deception.
yep, exactly. The witchcraft that comes with that, man. You know what I'm saying? So what is he going to do? He's going to utilize that, man. Because the ultimate says in Hebrews that he beareth not the sword in vain, man. So so he's doing exactly what he's designed to do, man. Because the spirit is which is lifted up in him is not upright, man. Right. All right?
Somebody grab that 3 unclean spirits like
All right.
that's what you just pretty much explained. America is on the warpath. They defended. You on the defense, but you on a whole nother land.
Yep.
It's like, come on, man. You see, like that. If you sit back and look at that, you have to say, okay, this is some strong witchcraft. How does that even make sense? If you got a question, doesn't make sense. It's not witchcraft.
It's like the 3 phases of football: offense, defense, and special teams. Hey, the 3 unclean spirits like frogs is just 2 phases, man. They keep them above the rest of the nation, man, on the left-hand side. You got that.
This is Revelations chapter 16 and 13. And I saw 3 unclean spirits like frogs come out the mouth of the dragon, out the mouth of the beast.
If I can say the 3 unclean spirits like frogs, it's talking about the Vatican City, right? It's talking about the Bank of England, it's known as the Bank of London. It's also talking about the United States of America, Washington, D.C., to be specific. Right, the Pentagon, you got the Langley in Virginia, okay, which CIA comes out of. CIA is who Esau used to sow discord among the planet Earth. CIA is literally among everything, music industry, all that shit, man. You see? Keep going on that, huh?
It's- It says Revelation chapter 16 and 13. And I saw 3 unclean spirits like frogs
Right,
come out of the mouth of the dragon.
right. The dragon represents the ancient Roman Empire, man. Okay, go ahead.
And out of the mouth of the beast.
The beast is talking about the NATO and the EU. All right? All these locations and these alliances, all are ran by Edomites, man.
Yeah.
All right? Go ahead,
It says, and out the mouth of the false prophet.
Right, for the false prophet, man. Okay, the beast represents America, NATO and the EU, if I can say. Okay, we're starting off with America because it is the power of the whole beast, man.
Yeah.
Okay, and it says out of the mouth of the false prophet, it's representing the Pope, man. You know, now the new Pope, I believe, he's playing like it's cool to be the other Pope, the previous Pope. This guy is probably way more worse, man. Let's believe this Pope is going to be used to push that system.
Well, he already done something by incorporating the rainbow community into their church. Okay, I did a little video on it because I was disgusted. But back to your point about the CIA, you know, the thing about that is, here it is, DJ Trump is waging war on the cartel, but the cartel was created by the CIA. You know what I'm saying? That's how you know this is the devil, the deceiver. You see? And he's
No, I was gonna say even with the HAMAS attacks.
Yep.
That was set up by the CIA.
Mm-hmm.
See, everything that goes on in the planet Earth, I ain't gonna say it's run by the CIA, But it's a main culprit behind
Right.
who controls it. It's the Edomites, man.
Yeah, they got a significant portion in it, though. I can tell you that. You know, you can.
It's called control opposition.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
it. That's it.
And
Well,
it
what-
goes all the way to during the 9/11, the 9/11 attack.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That this was already set up decades ago by George Bush Sr. You know what I'm saying? To put money into overseas, to do operations on behalf of the United States. And then what do? Now they create the boogeyman after they done put them on. You know what I'm saying? So that way they can do what they got to do, man.
ISIS.
Yeah.
Some of them terrorists, they said that they was allies with America at first, and they on video saying we got our weapons from these niggas.
Right.
That's don't take my word for it. Look it up. These niggas is saying we got our they was selling the weapons to us. That's what they saying.
Bro, do you remember when Joe Biden left all the weapons? It was the Afghanistan. Who you
They all
think?
left out.
Now, who you think using those, man? Come on, man.
And don't forget, Bin Laden was a CIA operative, man.
Yeah.
He was contracted by the CIA. You know what I'm saying? So all this is just a deception. Like you said, the witchcraft, man. All right, that Esau does to fool the American people, man.
And these people gonna still call us conspiracy theorists.
Yeah, that's
But
okay.
It's facts out there that say.
They were right 99. They were right the last 10 times.
Yeah,
What about this time, nigga?
Yeah, right.
Nigga, what?
And that's how
What
you
the
do
fuck?
Apostle so hard.
Yeah.
With the 2000 breakdown,
Yeah.
how the world's supposed to end. That's how they do it. So they, of course, they gonna call us conspiracy. Because it ain't meant for you.
And who made up that
You're
term?
right.
CIA.
I never heard that. They made up the word. They said they made up the word Karen. They made that shit up. You know.
They made up the word homophobic.
Yeah.
You know, how the fuck you gonna be scared of a homo? That shit don't make no sense. But it's used to make you look like a person that has hatred towards a certain particular group. No, the Bible hates that shit, man. And we stand behind what the Bible say. We stand behind what Yahweh Bashim Yahushua say.
Hey, just like with the tiny toppers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You can't say shit about the brats. You know what I'm saying? But they can claim themselves to be the people of the Lord, man.
Right.
You know, this is all witchcraft, man. To play on the psyche of your mind, man. All right, this how the spirit of Esau, which was dwelling in the serpent, got on Eve, man. Okay, through the witchcraft, through the subtlety, man. All right, you got it now.
This is the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2 and verse 5. It says, "Yeah, also because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home."
Hey, you got that wine again,
Yeah,
bro.
yep.
You got that wine again.
False
You got that-
philosophies. This nigga, and when you see at McDonald's, hey man, it's over with. That nigga got your neighborhood.
Yeah.
It's over with. Next gonna be a Wendy's and a Taco Bell.
Walmart.
Yeah.
Down the street, you gonna be like, what the fuck?
Or a fucking bank.
It's over with. He got your country. He got your women. He got your kids. Nigga, it's over with. Yeah, he in your country. Y'all about to be Americanized.
Neither keepeth at home, who enlargeth his desire as hell.
Yeah, hell is never full because hell go back to the grave. It's never gonna be like, oh, look, no more spots to bury the dead. Same way for these Edomites. Look, they never satisfied. Hey, that nigga Alexander the Great, he cried. It was no more land to conquer until they found the West. And then later on, like I said, Edomites come through reincarnation, so they found the West. Them niggas was happy to find more land to conquer. You even had the one Edomite, that nigga was talking about, yo, we're gonna colonize Mars, and if there's people there, you better be ready for us to be there, because we're coming through. Nigga, what the fuck? You ain't even...
Well, you got that movie Prometheus.
Oh, man.
I don't know if y'all seen that.
Yes, man.
You know, that just show you the mind of the so-called white man. That movie is crazy.
It is, bro.
You think some Edomites gonna go to another fucking land and go meet the so-called creator, man? Come on, man. That's the mind of Esau, man. Yeah. Hey, the saints and sins have reached up to heaven, man. This guy is so fucking proud, man.
It says, neither keepeth at home, who enlargeth his desire as hell, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people.
Yeah, that nigga, he made everywhere he go, he always said, let us all be as one people. I'll put your, that's why you got Middle Eastern food, you got Asian food, you got goddamn another Indian spot down there. I'll bring home here, nigga. Just move here. He gonna bring all the people here. He heapeth all people. He gonna bring all the cultures in one place. Nigga, this is India. We was going into that earlier, how America is all the countries in one though. Everything. And that's why you gonna get all the fucking punishments of all the country in one. So hey, you sow what you reap.
That's a CIA term. There ain't no such thing as Middle East. It's called Western Asia. And that's where the war is going to bring the Valley of Jehoshaphat. Okay, not Western Asia, but Saudi, near that area. Yeah. Okay, Saudi Arabia. It tells you that Joel 2, the hindermost part in the, Eastern Sea, I'm paraphrasing, it's just the Red Sea and the River Euphrates, man. Okay, the Lord's going to bring World War III over there, man. Hey, why you think this whole bunch of fucking sand? It's enough to duke it out.
You get his picture white.
That's where they draw the line in the sand, man. It's gonna be the last war, and it's gonna be the war of all wars, yeah. Right? Guess who's gonna help clean it up after it's done? The Edomites, man. Who's gonna put those dead bodies in the ground, and then after that, we're gonna suffer hard. Well, that's the beginning of your hardcore slavery, man. So after that, we gonna put you bitches to work, man.
Hey, let's talk about continual employment. Was that Ezekiel 39 or 38 or 39? One of the
38.
Yeah, you can get 38. Yeah, God, you get that.
39.
39.
Okay.
You get that definition real quick. It says that he can't be satisfied. You know.
This the word for insatiable. It says of an appetite or desire impossible to satisfy.
You see, he's impossible to satisfy, man. Right. You know, and this is why, you know, ultimately he has to get taken out of the way, man, or this whole place will be utterly destroyed, man. Because he'll dig all the way to the earth's core to find some some valuables. You know what I'm saying? Some precious metals, man. And this is why the Lord is shortening the days. Because if the Lord didn't shorten the days, then no flesh would be saved, man.
Yeah, you got the movie Oppenheimer. When they had the movie Oppenheimer. It showed, that nigga said we're gonna ignite this bomb. Bro, I'm trying to tell you, the movie Oppenheimer, it fucked me up. That nigga said this is the first time they was testing it was a certain type of bomb they was testing. And they said it's a chance that it can ignite the air and set the world ablaze. And they said, we gotta try it. What the fuck? Only an Edomite like, we just gotta try it. You can't satisfy this nigga. Bro, the Germans got this type of military, we gotta have something better. And if we blow the whole world up, fuck it. That's what Vladimir Putin said. He said a world without Russia is a world I don't want to live in. And so many words saying, if y'all niggas win this war, we're gonna shoot every last missile out this bitch. We're gonna empty the clip. It ain't gonna be no more.
He basically saying everybody dying. Fuck it. We all can die.
Yeah.
Hey, because Russians ain't nothing but Edomites anyway, man.
Yeah.
Just a different tribe of Edom, man.
Yeah.
All right, but this is why Egyptians going to go against Egyptians, man. So, hey, the feet, like it says in Revelation, the feet is basically the end of a thing, man. Okay, it's going to take out the balance and the structure of the American Edomites, man. All right.
You got that? Ezekiel 39. Yeah. This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 39, and verse. We start like we're talking about God.
Y'all ain't gonna have to worry about layoffs. Y'all ain't gonna have to worry about PTO, VTO. Nigga, y'all gonna work 6 days a week. And I ain't gonna, in the wintertime, and they gonna hate the wintertime, because you know the sun is short on the wintertime. When that sun go down, you know, we be waiting for the sun to go off 6:24. We ain't gonna need an iPhone. 5:34, they gonna look like, yeah, sorry. No, it's over with, nigga. It's over with. Get up. Come on. Somebody gotta build the kingdom. I'm not going to work no more. You got it.
It's the book of Ezekiel, chapter 39, and verse 14. It says, "And they shall sever out men of continual employment, passing through the land, to bury with the passengers those that remain upon the face of the earth. To cleanse it, after the end of 7 months shall they search."
You see, that 7 months just represents completion. All right, so the beginning with these Edomites, they're the ones going to be out here picking these bodies up, man. America's going to be destroyed. There's going to be bodies upon bodies around the rest of the world that have to be taken out of the way, especially in the Holy Land, man. All right. So what's going to happen is just like what happened with Tobit. You know, Tobit was burying the bodies against the king's will, right? And the king was like, where the bodies going? And all that. Hey, it ain't gonna be no questions, man, of who's gonna be picking up these bodies, man, and where they going. Hey, the elites is gonna be the ones that's gonna be, man, I hope you old fucking crusty ass Rothschilds, man. You know, barely getting down, and if you take it too long, I'm gonna try to beat your ribs in, man. I ain't playing these fucking crackers, man. Cause y'all get on my fucking nerves, man. Y'all the ones gonna be the first ones out there, the first fruits of slavery, to prepare the way for the kingdom of heaven, man. You're the ones gonna be picking up the big ass rubble, picking up bodies, right? Moving shit out the way, all right? Making sure everything is smooth, everything like that, man. Is any more than that out? That's pretty good. That's good.
Hey, you right though, because these niggas be having them scuba diving gears on. You know, they be having that heavy metal suit. They quote unquote go to the bottom of the ocean. But nigga, get your ass back down there. Clean this bitch up. That plastic carton, nigga, pick all that fucking plastic up. It's just to see that it's a circle of plastic you see, quote unquote, you can see from space. Well, y'all niggas don't clean that shit up. I ain't put that shit there.
Bro, that shit stretched for miles and miles, bro.
Just killing animals. Fucking Happy Feet, the nigga had the 6 year case when that nigga was just coughing and clean. That's all I'm. You know how your mom come in the room? This shit better be cleaned up by the time I get back. When I wake up from my 300-year nap, if this shit ain't clean, nigga, I'm spanking your whole nation. It's gonna be a drought.
And because it says that the Lord is going to destroy him, the destroyer of the earth, man. Yep. You know, and all this pollution, the air pollution, everything is under the hand of Esau Edom, man. Okay, and this is his kingdom, man. This is his kingdom of heaven, man. This filth. All right, but all this is gonna get cleaned up and being ran. It's gonna be ran the right way, man. All right, because the Lord's gonna set over one that is profitable, and Esau Edom is an unprofitable servant, man. You got it.
I got something.
Yep, you got it.
Just to back you up. This is Psalms chapter 149, and I'm starting verse 6. Let the high praises of the
On the top.
Psalms 149 and 5. Let the saints be joyful in glory. Let them sing aloud upon their beds.
And who are the saints, man? The saints are the ones that have made the covenant with the Lord by sacrifice, man. All right, and not only did the Israelites make a covenant by sacrificing with Moses, all right, what are we doing right now? We're making a covenant with our sacrifice, man. So that way the contract will be in full effect when Yahushua makes a return, man. All right, because right now the conditions of the contract is, hey, go out and teach my people, go out and prophesy against Mount Seir, help your fellow brother out. All these are contractual stipulations that has to be met before the Lord makes his confirms his side of the contract, man. You know,
all those actions you go back to the law.
Yep.
We keep the law through faith.
Yep.
You see Sakari and Genesis, they just gave up on the law. Now all heathens can be saved. See,
what?
So this is madness, man. This is why Lord God come destroy this place, man. Because his people are sick. Okay? Especially those that got the truth. Now they far worse than before they came. That's it.
Like a dog
That's it. See, so they worse off. So that's how you know we at the end of this thing, man.
It says, let the high praises, Psalms 149 and 6, let the high praises of Yahweh be in their mouth, and a two-edged sword in their hand. See, the Lord is letting you know. The men of the Lord I'm going to sing the song of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Okay? There's a time that's coming when everything is going to be reversed, man. And we're talking about putting the Edomites and the other nations into captivity. That's why this brother is talking about these other Israelite camps talking about that the heathen can be saved.
Right.
We know they can't be saved.
Right.
It
They
ain't
be saved from slavery.
That's it, man.
None of you heathens here gonna be saved from slavery. It's gonna be the ones that's not here in the United States of America.
Yeah, it's gonna be like that movie Planet of the Apes. They blew it all up. You was an American, you went on a vacation. Also, I need a flight back to America. Oh, what?
It says to execute vengeance upon the heathen.
Vengeance means payback, man.
That's right, baby.
Bruh, Ezekiel, somebody grab Ezekiel 25. Grab Ezekiel 25, and I think 12. Okay, somebody start there.
Taking vengeance and have greatly offended.
Right, greatly offended. Edom is talking about the so-called white race. Who's the tribe of Judah, the so-called Negro today? Read it again, huh?
It says, "Thus saith the Lord power, because that Edom have dealt against the house of Judah by taking vengeance."
Taking vengeance. Okay, vengeance meaning what? They took action, okay, for something that Judah did to Esau, which whatever Judah did to Esau was it was in order. You know? Go ahead, Art.
It says, "And have greatly offended."
Greatly offended, putting Jesus Christ on our people. That's an offense, man. Our people stumble by that, man. You putting a stumbling block in front of our people to get back to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Alright, you gotta pay for that. Go ahead, Art.
And revenge himself upon them.
And not only Jesus Christ, but Islam too, man. Because all you Edomites created Islam, okay, that goes back to the Vatican, okay? You created all these false philosophies, man. Alright? And you put it on our people. You got Jakes out here worshiping Hindu, man. What the fuck? What the fuck you know about Elam nature, man? Elam culture, man? Besides the fucking shit locks you got on your head, man.
Ready for that, huh? Ready for that conversation.
The Shiva Johnson.
Yeah, that's how I heard naturally grow.
Yeah,
Nigga, take care of it.
and then they try to paint. Then Esau put out that picture of our Savior with dreadlocks, man. And then
The
you
Black
people,
Messiah.
Yeah.
Fuck that shit,
yeah,
man.
Yeah, you people bow down to that, man. Okay, but we casting down imaginations and strongholds, man.
That's right.
Go ahead, Art.
Mostly, no, Shiva Jadas, if our Lord had Shiva Jadas or dreadlocks, he would be unclean.
Yeah.
Because all it is just a lot of dead hair locked up. Alright? So our Lord, of course our Lord didn't have dreadlocks. Samson didn't have dreadlocks.
Yeah.
That would have made him unclean.
Yeah.
Alright, so dreadlocks, Shiva Jadas is an Edomite custom, man. Alright?
Go ahead, Art.
Verse 13.
Can't tell Jake shit, man.
Read it one more time.
Ezekiel 25 and 12. "Thus saith the Lord power, because that Edom have dealt against the house of Judah by taking vengeance, and have greatly offended,
Yep.
and revenged himself upon them.
Yep.
Therefore, thus saith the Lord power, I will also stretch out mine hand upon Edom,
Yep.
and will cut off man and beast from it,
Yep.
and I will make it desolate."
Yep. What's gonna be desolate? America, man. That's where you Edomites mainly dwell at, man. So he's gonna make this place desolate, man. Ain't gonna be no fucking Edomite trying to found some missing. You know they searching for missing Edomites and shit, and they come together and war against the elect. That ain't happening, man. All right, IUIC, you going off, man. Go ahead,
And I will make it desolate from Teman, and they of the den shall fall by the sword.
Yep. So you Edomites is gonna fall by the sword, man. All right, that's Bible prophecy. Keep going on that.
Verse 14, "And I will lay my vengeance upon Edom
So
by
the
the
tables is gonna turn like we did that lesson a couple weeks ago, man. The tables gonna turn soon, man. Well, they turning right now. Okay, the Lord said He will set them up before your eyes in Psalms 50, man. So what you're seeing right now is the Lord giving Jacob the keys to take on Esau, man. Go ahead,
and I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people Israel.
My people Israel possess it. Okay. So the Lord's supposed to save all nations. Why is there going to be Judites, okay, putting their hands upon Edomites? Make it make sense. You guys are so big on the Old Testament and the law. Make this make sense. This is the law. This is prophecy. Okay. Can you please break this down for vocab alone, Deacon Hakan, man? Bible Kashab.
And they shall do in Edom according to mine anger.
According to the Lord's anger, man. It's not going to be our anger because we ain't got enough, man. So the Lord going to put His anger in us when we get those new bodies. Because our bodies got to be able to contain the anger of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Right? The Lord is very angry with you Edomites. Okay, and you Edomites assume, just like you did in 70 AD, you signed up to fight with Jacob against your own people. Hey, we ain't showing no mercy, man. All right, you Edomites, you're not gonna get no mercy from us, man. Lord willing, we are the elect. You might get mercy from the 2/3, okay? But hey, you gonna turn on that 2/3, man. We don't trust you Edomites, man. Go ahead,
According to my anger and according to my fury.
According to the Lord's fury, man.
And they shall know my vengeance, said the Lord power.
You Edomites gonna know the Lord's vengeance, man. When you see us coming down from Jerusalem, when you see us coming down from heaven, the city, what is that? New Jerusalem coming down from heaven. You gonna feel the anger and the fury of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. And we not gonna let up.
Yeah.
And we gonna put your body, your spirit back into your body and beat that ass again, man.
That's beautiful, brother.
Man. Whoop that ass.
I'm gonna back up what the brother was talking about because we are going to be putting our hands on you Edomites. This is Jeremiah.
The Lord coming back to save us all, brother. What you mean? We're going to put our hands.
That's not right, brother.
We're going to be at peace with our enemies.
That's not right, brother. Y'all teaching hate. This is Jeremiah chapter 51 and 20. Thou art my battle axe and weapons of war. For with thee will I break in pieces the nations, and with thee will I destroy the kingdoms. That's us. Well, Lord willing is us, but that's an Israelite man he's talking about. All right? The Lord is going to give something special to his men to do some work. All right? On this nation. You know?
That's the future Babylon.
Yeah.
All right, because Jeremiah 49, parts of Jeremiah 49, Jeremiah 50, and 51 is going into the future Babylon. All right, so this when the Lord gives us the power, this is going to be in this modern Babylon, man. All right, that people thought that our end would be madness with Solomon, right? So this is what we're waiting for, man. And this is why vengeance is ultimately of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. But he's gonna allow us to be a partaker in that vengeance also, man.
That's right.
All right, you got that.
It says, and with thee will I break in pieces the horses and his rider.
Right, talking about your military, man. Your horses and your rider, your tanks, okay, your aircrafts, what is that? Submarines,
everything.
All that shit, man. The Lord's gonna get rid of that shit.
Says, and with thee I will break in pieces the chariot of his rider.
Right, the chariot. A chariot is a vehicle in modern day sense that you use to get to A to B, man. Back then they used horses. The chariot was on the back of the horse.
Yep.
So today you have vehicles that get you from A to B. What's gonna get rid of that shit?
Yep.
Remember that person watching the Marvel?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's when Incredible Hulk took that tank It was going like this. That's man. This brother gonna be doing something like that, man. This form right here, but hey, he's gonna what's it called? The virtue. Okay, when the woman that had the issue for 12 years touched him and Yahweh's garment, said that virtue left him. The word virtue goes into spiritual power, man. All right, so that's what the Lord's gonna pour into His elect simultaneously as He's coming back and about to take over Esau, Edom, man. All right, so we gonna be like lower level Yahweh Shais, man. You know what I'm saying? Lord willing, bro.
It says, verse 22, Jeremiah 51:22. With thee, I will also break in pieces man and woman, and with thee, I will break in pieces old and young.
Hey, Slock, bro. Hey, it ain't gonna be no domestic violence, man. All right, and you know what I'm saying? Cause hey, man, we coming for you Edomite men. You fucking Edomite bitches. You Edomite children, throwing them in the rocks and shit.
He did it.
Bowling ball.
He did it to us.
Exactly. Now it's gonna be done to you, man.
That's the spirit of the Feast of Dedication, because we're gonna commemorate, okay, according to Maccabees, what y'all did to us. You know, when our foremothers were still keeping the law and circumcising their sons. And what you devils do? You saw it and you killed those little. Well, actually, you murdered them. You murdered those babies, man. So the Lord is about payback, and I'm reading it right here.
And Esau is continually trying to destroy the third temple, man, which is us. You know what I'm saying? But ultimately, he's not going to be able to overthrow that, man. Because this is a spiritual building.
That's right. The Lord said, "No weapon formed against thee." That's right. It says,
we ain't gonna have no mercy on you fucking devils.
No
mercy.
This doesn't sound like mercy right here.
The same way y'all did us, but even worse. We don't even know how bad we're gonna do y'all, man. We can't even imagine how bad we're gonna do. Hey, you had little Jakes at the age of 4 years old, working till they was fucking 90 years old. They worked until they back gave all their ass put to death. The scriptures talk about how we're gonna dash their little ones against a stone. Like that nigga Hulk took Loki and grabbed him by the leg.
Yeah.
And we gonna goddamn Edomite baby heads. We gonna be the new soccer balls in the kingdom. Goddamn, we gonna toot, knee, go! Goddamn, we gonna treat them bitches like nothing. Even the scriptures talking about the little ones that could piss against the wall. Nigga, if you old enough to stand up and piss, your ass going to work.
Shit, you going to work before that?
Yeah,
Hey, I was thinking about the Apocalypto, dance with the babies and shit. In Apocalypto, they had the niggas running and they were throwing the javelin and shit. Man's throwing them, seeing that they can dodge them. We gonna have games worse than that. And we gonna, hey, just like y'all had us in the gladiator arena, going against one another, going against lions. We might be doing far worse shit than that.
Yeah, you gonna fight dragons.
Yeah.
I'm saying, make
fire, hold on, fire breathing.
Soon as you step out, your ass gonna get roasted and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, nigga, build my mansion. Also, are you done with it? I don't like it. Take it down, rip by brick. Do it again. Do it again, nigga.
It says,
You ain't a hoe.
and with thee I will break in pieces young man and the maid. I will also break in pieces with thee the shepherd and his flock.
Right, I'm thinking of Ezekiel 9:4, slay utterly old and young. So that's the spirit that the Lord is gonna put on his elect, man. All right, the 144,000. Okay, and then you got the 1/3 of the hopeful elect, man. They gonna be getting busy, man.
Yep.
Okay, the 1/3 that's here in the United States of America, they gonna get busy, man. All right, and we can't wait. Hey, I cannot wait to see Jake's Edomites, heathens getting put down, bro. It's like I was looking on the internet today, and I had got vexed because they talk about don't go broke and behind on bills, trying to have a good Christmas. And I looked at the comments and shit. Motherfuckers talking about they gonna go broke for their kids and all this and that. I'm like, bruh,
That's sacrificing your children to Molech.
So what made me mad is, you know, I might seem carnal, but the fact that you just blowing your money on a wicked ass holiday, you got brothers in this truth suffering, bro.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? I cannot wait for the Lord to destroy you niggas, man. Because you got the warning. We told you you're not supposed to do this shit, man. Our apostles told you for decades and decades you're not supposed to be worshiping these holidays, man. And you go and do it anyway. So we can't. I know I can't wait.
Me neither.
I know I'm gonna get my hands on the Edomite, and you Jakes, man, I can't fucking wait.
You deserve it too, because you denied the power that sacrifices life so that you can even do this wicked shit you do. You know, this thing where our people refuse to return to the Lord and put away the idols is going to come to naught ultimately, and it's going to come with suffering and pain, all right, and destruction, and we can't wait to see it, man. It's going to be a joyful thing, because right now you laughing right now, you in the holly jolly spirit, you know. Yeah, but ultimately, when 2026 roll in like 2025, every nigga that participated in their wicked holiday, it's almost like clockwork. Judgment be coming through, boy. You see people's houses catching on fire. You know, motherfuckers fighting over gifts and shit, and getting put to death. You niggas killing each other over chicken and shit. You see, that's the type of spirit you people are gonna be in, man.
Hell yeah, the essentials is gonna always be essential. That don't mean they gonna be there though.
Yeah.
Still your needs gonna be your needs, but you might not have your needs. Hey, some of us brothers just say you niggas talking about I'm gonna go broke for my kids. Well, you gonna go broke, and then what your kids gonna have? So was it really for the kids?
Right.
Or was it just for you to say you did some shit? Pride. That's why you niggas, before destruction, cometh pride. That's all it really is. Instead of sacrificing Christmas for 1 year and paying the bill, instead of paying your bills 3 months in advance, you gonna blow the shit. And then you gonna be behind. Now your kids gotta go to school in fucking raggedy ass school clothes. They eating fucking peanut butter and jelly sandwiches for dinner. But they got the new toys though. But yeah, you're gonna go broke for your kids.
And they spend the first half of the year trying to catch up.
Yeah. You got that?
This is the book of 2nd Ezra 15 and 19. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation.
Yeah, this the time period we're getting ready to come into. Hey, fucking storehouses, they gonna be closed up. Hey, bread gonna be a delicacy to you niggas. I haven't had whole grain in 6 months. Yeah, the bread gonna be a delicacy. The normal things in life gonna be a delicacy soon to be. Ain't gonna be no more fast food. Nigga, y'all niggas gonna be eating rats. Y'all gonna be eating mouses. Y'all gonna be eating the grass off the sidewalk. Is that moss? I haven't seen moss in 6 months. Yeah, that shit gonna be a delicacy to you niggas.
It's gonna be like the Levites. The Levites eat mud pies right now, bro.
Yeah,
that's
pies.
Real shit down there over there. The Lord got them in a destitute situation.
I'm from the hood though.
How much more here?
I never had shit. Nigga, you on welfare. The government assisting you. You have shit.
Yup.
You have a lot more. Your poverty and the poverty around the world is different. These niggas don't get that. I'm from the projects, nigga. You have a home. You have an apartment complex.
Yeah, heat.
This nigga's sleeping outside right now.
Yup.
And you think you ain't got shit and never had shit.
My dad wasn't there for me, but your ass sitting around with all the toys in the world.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Your mom study buying shit for you. You got the latest kicks, but my dad wasn't here for me.
You got a rallies at the end of your street. There's niggas on the other side of the world walking to the nearest water hole, but you never had shit. Y'all niggas have been spoiled. A gift destroyed the heart.
Yep.
These niggas really believe that they really believe they got it the worst. They believe no one was there for me. Nigga, the Lord is the only reason why you still alive. And y'all still don't give him his praise.
Hey, this is a high class third world country, man.
Yeah.
You know, and ultimately the Lord is going to remove that high classness, and people are going to have to be forced to come to grips with reality that once Esau stops giving these gifts and all these things like that, you're going to be another just like another country in fucking Africa, man. You know what I'm saying? Barely getting by, and you're going to be flies all over the place. You know what I'm saying? Eating old food. You know what I'm saying? Barely surviving, barely making it. Ain't gonna be able to buy designer jeans and designer clothes. Wearing rat-a-tat clothing and shit like that. Like you fucking shot Kanye West clothing line and shit, man. You know? That's what's coming to America, man. All right? And your mindset will change. All right. You was reading something?
Yeah, I got
Okay.
this. This is 1 Thessalonians chapter 5 and verse 3. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction come upon them.
Yeah, when shit looks sweet, that's when they gonna say, oh yeah, man, we in the clear now, y'all. Yeah, man, the pandemic is over with now. Yeah, the recession of 2025, it's over with now. Yeah, and life is going back to normal. Walmart is filling back up. The shelves are being filled up. Boom, it's over with. Just like that. A thief coming tonight. A thief gonna come at fucking 3 p.m. when the sun is up. That nigga gonna pick your locks when you least expect. He gonna wake up and it's like the Grinch came through this bitch. Same thing with America. You gonna close your eyes one night and this year felt like 2016. And then you gonna open them up. It's not a missile. It's over with. It's gonna be that fast. 1 hour is all it takes.
It says, I'll start from top. 1 Thessalonians 5 and 3. When they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. And they shall not escape because the Lord got you predestinated for destruction. That's why you're gonna go broke buying your children Christmas gifts, because the Lord wants you in that spirit. So then he could justify doing what he gonna do. Judge you, burn you up, burn everything up, your children, everything. You're gonna enjoy your ham, all right? You're gonna enjoy your idol, the tree you put up, and all of the idol and ornaments you put on it. And your children are gonna be in a wicked ass spirit. And then what? Judgment gonna come. It is like this brother just said. It's gonna come when you least expect it. While you're eating your ham, while you making sacrifices to the devil. You see? And did you gonna know that a prophet was among you? You people don't understand. This is not a joke here. We don't come out here in the cold for fame and glory. We come out here because, like this brother just said, we want to be warm. We want to be covered in that time. So we suffering now. All right. But you people, you just won't get it. You sold on the American dream. You're drunk off the wine of Babylon.
So 42, those prison houses, which they really going into the spiritually, y'all niggas are stuck in this idolatry.
Yup.
You had a nigga, what was it? It was like about a year ago. That nigga, his son had a birthday party. And to afford it, these niggas robbed a Family Dollar. For the next 6 years, he would not be at his son's birthday party. All because you wanted to serve these other guys. You wanted to do the customs of man. You want to do it so bad. Now all of that shit be for naught. That nigga will grow up without you and probably resent you.
Yep.
All of that shit for what? It's vanity of vanities. It don't fucking matter.
Only good for idolatry.
Yeah.
Got music on that?
Yeah, that was it.
You got that.
I got it. Yeah, I got it.
What do you got? Just bring it out.
Real quick, just land backing off the point that the brother just made about how our people into adultery. This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 2, and start at verse 26. It says, "As the thief is ashamed when he is found, so is the house of Israel ashamed. Their kings, their princes, and their priests, and their prophets, saying to a stock is a piece of wood, you know what I'm saying? Because that's what our people is into, you know what I'm saying? A piece of wood going into what you use to make an idol. I think that's in the book of Isaiah where it say they laden it with silver.
Yeah.
It says, saying to a stock, thou art my father, and to a stone thou hast brought me forth. For they have turned their back unto me, and not their face, but in the time of their trouble they will say, arise and save us. Right, so they go back to what the scripture say about going to the other guys and crying to them. You know what I'm saying? Because there's plenty of scriptures going to famine, pestilence. The scripture say in 3 hours you shall not run. Talk about these water fountains. You know what I'm saying? What you gonna do in that day? You gonna go to these idols? You gonna go to JC? You know what I'm saying? You gonna go to Allah and you gonna cry, Allah, please help me, Allah. But the Lord name was here the whole time, man.
Yup.
You know what I'm saying? The scripture say the name of the Lord is a strong tower. That's what you were supposed to be calling on this whole time for your protection. But our people turn they back on the Lord, man.
And well, ultimately it goes back to the cursing, man. All right, when you read Deuteronomy 28:64, it says that we will be scattered and we will serve other gods, even wood and stone. All right, so you know so what happens? They take regular ass wood, right? Like the brother's going into in the word stock, and what they do, they deck it up painted with gold, with silver. They try to make regular shit valuable, man.
Right.
All right, but with the words of Yahweh Shem Yahshai are the most valuable thing that we can get, and the scripture says that it's been tried 7 times in the furnace, man. You know what I'm saying? So all the impurities have been burned off. All right, if you spiritually, man. You know. So while other people are crying to their gods, crying to JC, crying to the cobblestone in Mecca, all right, that's not going to do shit for them. All right, we send supplication to Yahweh Shem Yahshai, the living power, man. All right, the ones that like what's that Psalms 106 about you know that we learn the idols and learn their ways. What they paraphrasing? 106 and 35. You know what I'm saying? So ultimately, it's Yahweh Shem Yahshai. It's the actual living power, and everything else is just idols, man. Okay, just like it says in the Apocrypha, with what was that? With Daniel and Bell and the Dragon. Yeah. Bell and the Dragon. You know what I'm saying?
They have eyes that see, neither feet that walk.
And it was actual people going in and eating the sacrifice and shit. You know what I'm saying? Leaving footprints and shit. The whole damn shit. Yeah.
Footprints of women and kids.
Exactly, man. You know what I'm saying? So ultimately, the idols are useless, man. All right, and people are trying to prop these idols up and make it seem like they're actual, actual deities, man. But what happened to the gods of the Egyptians, man? You know, when the Lord took Pharaoh's firstborn son, what did Pharaoh do? He prayed to his gods, man, and that shit didn't work, man. Why? Because ultimately the Lord is the Lord of Lords, man. All right, He runs everything, and soon the whole world will find out what's going to happen, man. You got it, huh?
It says I'm gonna get that real quick that you quoted. Psalms chapter 106 and verse 30. I'm gonna start at verse 34. It says, "They did not destroy the nations concerning whom the Lord Yahweh commanded them." It says, but were mingled among the heathen and learned their works.
You see, mingled among the heathen, man. So Jake has always been in the neck of their enemies, man. Okay, and how do we know this? Even when Yahweh Shai was going to the Israelites in John the 7th chapter, he says that will he go amongst the Gentiles and teach the Gentiles, man. So we've always been in the neck of our enemies, man. All right, the only time that we're not going to have to be, well, not the only time, we've had a period of time with King David and King Solomon. All right, but ultimately our everlasting kingdom, we ain't gonna have to look no fucking Edomite in the face, man. All right, and say, hey, and have a conversation with a nigga, your boss at the job and shit. You know what I'm saying? Want to make a conversation with you, knowing that you don't want to talk to this nigga. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, exactly, man.
Fuck laughing that shit.
That ain't funny, man. But that's the plan that you gotta do in this bitch, man. You know, in Babylon the Great. But in the kingdom of heaven, and we ain't gonna have to do that, man. All right, because it's gonna be a barrier that especially these Edomites, are gonna be able to cross, man. All right, keep reading, Doc.
Verse 36. It says, "And they served their idols, which were a snare unto them.
Yep.
Yeah, they sacrificed their sons and their daughters unto devils."
You see, and that's what the brother was going into with Christmas, man. All right, you willing to do everything and sacrifice your whole entire savings and everything for one day out the fucking year that Esau's he's waiting for this day, man.
Yeah.
He knows that this is payday, man. You know what I'm saying?
That's why they went on here and gave you niggas SNAP benefits.
Yep.
Then he gonna take it right back,
yeah.
bro. You niggas is stupid, man.
But what happened with the stimulus?
Yeah,
the stimulus,
yeah. What happened to that? What happened to that DJ Trump? Where my money at, man? Amos chapter 5 and verse 21. I despise your feast days, and I will not smell in your solemn assemblies. The Lord hates your Christmas gatherings. He hates your Thanksgiving gatherings. He hates your birthday gatherings. Anything that's not acquainted with Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, he hates. Why? Because it's going to be an idol there. Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua ain't going to be there. So you're going off. You're going off. You're going to pray over abominable food. You niggas going to have shrimp and ham at your feast day. And you're going to be playing gospel music. All right? The Lord don't like gospel music, man. I'm sorry, bro. Because all gospel music is giving praise to another idol, man. Shit is crazy.
I never would have made it without Marvin Sapp.
You know, this is gospel singer Yolanda Adams. Yeah, man. You know, talking, making, insinuating that the Most High Yahweh Shai could be a woman or be genderless. See, that's what's wrong with this place. And you people, man, you haven't figured it out yet that the Most High Yahweh Shai is a man.
Of war?
Of war, exactly. You know what I'm saying? And his son, like father, like son, nigga. Come on. This isn't that type of setup here, man. We're not dealing with no second guessing on who the Lord is and his type of power. Just the thought of that and uttering those words out your mouth is blasphemy, bro.
Right.
You know?
And then just to add to your point, when our people go and serve these other guys, it leaves loopholes in their conduct.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know, you pretty much just it ain't like you singing in JC. You know what I'm saying? JC opened up your mind to other demons, man. You know what I'm saying? For you to serve and walk contrary to you know what I'm saying, a pure doctrine, man.
Hey, can thus with violence, Babylon will be thrown down, overthrown. Hey, man, like you said, bro, the Lord is a man of war, man. Okay, and it's like it says about a great millstone being hung around someone's neck about offending the little one. All right, Esau has continually and perpetually offended the men of the Lord, man. Okay, so this is why ultimately Babylon has to be thrown down with violent intents, man. You know, Revelation
18. Yeah. This is the book of Revelation.
And this shows you that the Lord is a man of war, man. Okay, because ultimately war has to take place in order for this place to subside. Yeah, subside or receive, man. You know, you got it right.
This book of Revelation, chapter 18, and verse 21, it says, "And a mighty angel took up the stone like a great millstone, and cast it into the sea."
And the sea represents the people, man. Okay? And that people is being spearheaded by Esau Edom. You got it right.
Saying, "Thus with violence shall the great city Babylon be thrown down."
Hey man, you ever seen like on YouTube motherfuckers like rolling big ass rocks down like hills into water and shit? You know what I'm saying? And at the end of that, once it gets to that water, it's a big ass splash, man. Boom. That's what's gonna happen to America, man. All right, but now what's that rock represent? That rock represents one nuclear warhead, man. And 200 million warheads are gonna hit America, man. And there's not gonna be no escape for you to bypass that unless you're favored by Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, man. And you get beamed up. All right, and without that beaming up, you're gonna be left to die right along with the rest of these Edomites out here, man.
Right. So instead of focusing on Christmas, you should be begging the Lord, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, for mercy, because you got iniquity on you. Right? That's why the Lord said, "My people are destroyed because they have no knowledge of me." You are sottish children. As you go to that word sottish, it means stupid. You know, to fear the Lord is one of the greatest gifts you can have, because then you walking in the spirit and you recognize your error, you work on yourself, and you ain't thinking about no fucking holidays, man. Right. For real.
Well, that's why it says in Proverbs, the 1st chapter, how long these simple ones when you love simplicity, man.
Right.
Yeah. All right, because ultimately fools hate knowledge. You know what I mean? And this provides the correction and the reproof from his prophets, man.
Yeah.
Because ultimately they think that the Lord's gonna come down and hey, you gotta stop eating swine, brother. You know what I'm saying? The Lord ain't gonna, because he ain't got the time for each individual, man. Okay? He deals with the nation, but he makes sure that he has individuals to lead his people, man. To
Right.
lead the entire nation.
So while you was looking up deals and how to find discounts on your children's gifts, you should have been using a unicorn to find out who the name of the Lord is and what type of power he has and what type of destruction coming to this motherfucker. But the Lord gonna remind you, several of my videos came across, my men were trying to show you, but you were trying to find that special gift for your child for whatever reason, and now you're gonna pay.
I got a quick one. This is Jeremiah chapter 10. I'm going to start at 1. It says, "Hear ye the word which the Lord speaketh unto you, O house of Israel. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, learn not the way of the heathens,
Right.
and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them." So don't partake in their holidays, don't partake in their folly, don't follow their superstitions. Be not like the heathen.
Period.
That's it, yeah. Because ultimately, the scripture says to envy thou not the oppressor, and choose none of his ways, man. And this, when you go into the Mosaic law, the Mosaic law was for us not to do the ways of the Canaanites, man.
Yup.
The freaky things and the witchcraft and all the things, the tattoos and all those things, the Hamites were doing, man.
Because we had spirits on us when we came out of Egypt.
Right.
We were niggers.
Right.
See?
To the point where as soon as we came out, you know what I'm saying, and Moses went to go get the law. What happened? They made a golden calf, man.
Yeah.
And the calf is a real delicacy according to these Hamites, man. They look at it they look at it as a god, you know. And you get to appreciate it.
This is the book of Judges, chapter 10, and verse 14. Go and cry unto the gods which ye have chosen. Let them deliver you in the time of your tribulation.
Yep. Hey, go cry to the gods, man. That you chosen, man. You Islamic fools, right? You Christianity coons. You know what I'm saying? Oh, hey, whatever you decide, man. Anything outside of Yahweh Shine, you're gonna have to rely on that day, man, and you're gonna fail miserably, man. Yep. You know? That's it. Cause Lord willing, this is edifying. We're gonna give all honor, glory, and infinite worship to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh, Shai, Ba'ashem, Ba'akadash.
We'll give double honor to our apostles, elders, and bishops, great millstone, Ruel. So let me say shalom.
Shalom.
No, that's too dangerous to